Flash Gordon, and I've done all my checks. Everything is looking green across the board. We're sitting less than 90% of the CPU. We have the boys in the back room waiting to chat about this. I hope they will watch the movie, and we are ready just to go straight into this.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through?
Oh yes, tonight is the night is tonight for the old Flashos Gordenos. This is something that we actually missed doing last week because of crazy technical difficulties, and I had some wonderful animations set up for this and everything to get us in the mood for it all, and tonight the whole stream is being controlled by Elgato Stream Deck from my phone because it's awesome, and it means I can wave my hands around more and not touch the mouse and really not touch the screen at all, and just engage with you guys, which is great. So let me shut up, and if you have a wee look, hang on, where's my hand? You see that? Where is it? Right, up there. Okay, we're going to have to change something. We're going to change it. Here it comes. Ah, don't you just love that? I think that is friggin' awesome. We are now in the grand scheme worldy of Flash Gordon logos. And yeah, the stream's telling me it's going to be a bit choppy just now. If all of a sudden we go laggy, if we crash or anything like that, we will immediately go to Instagram Live. We're not. Oh, listen, now the mics aren't on in the back room yet, are they? We need to also bring in the boys a bit, don't we? Hold on. How do we bring in the boys again? There they are. We don't want that though. We want rid of... Where is it? Why is that coming up like that? I know. Let's just go to studio mode, shall we? That is better, and we will go back to the solo animation again, because that's more fun. There. Right, okay. That wasn't like that before. What happened? I've been sitting on this since like 10 o'clock tonight going, yeah, everything's great. You're right. You're absolutely right. It's because I've been sitting there looking at it all proud of myself and everything. And what I need to do now is I need to find that friggin' screen there. What the hell's that? Why is that like that? We don't want that. We just need to get rid of... What the hell is that? Why have I got so much... Ah, do you know what that is? That is the old guest windows. We can get rid of them. And we can get rid of them. Now we can bring the boys across. Look. Aren't they handsome? The lovely Barry, the lovely Jay, the lovely Cognac. All in pictorial format. Basically so we don't put stress on the server until I basically take advice off Barry and my son, to which... What to spend money on to make the tech upgrade even more of a tech upgrade. So gentlemen, how are you doing tonight across in Discord land? Because you're broadcasting right out of Discord tonight, aren't you? Oh my god, Barry, that is that's just awful. I can't believe you went there. Go on, I'm gonna bite. Oh my god. Oh dear god. You've been wanting to say that for days, haven't you? You have been wanting to say that for days. What's this? What are you saying, Jason? I don't know, tell us. Do I have to switch your mics off tonight, gentlemen? I swear to god. Listen, if you don't be quiet, I'm going to have to mute you. That's right. You keep us right, Cognac. Okay. Yes, we are here to talk about Flash Gordon. No. That's not very good, man. You're gonna have to stop these shit jokes. All right, you really are. We are here. Yeah. Right. Okay. We are going to move on to. We are going to move on to Flash Gordon, boys. That's why we are here. Remember, it's Flash Gordon night. It's time to talk about the Gordon. Have you gentlemen watched the movie? Just tell me yes or no. Have you? You better have. I'm glad that you have. I found it actually sitting in Sky Movies Cinema to be able to watch, and I've watched it about 3 times now, and I have to say, I've watched it 3 times since last week, and I have to say, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it big time. And you know, when you look at the whole thing, it's a bit of a, I kind of liken it as the way that it's described online as a 1980s rock video that lasts an hour and 51 minutes or something. It's tremendously good fun. Hold on. Can't hear anyone. Can you? Is that you just doing that to Barry? Sarah, are you winding me up? The boys shouldn't be muted. The boys' mics are up. Hold on. No, the boys. Just speak again, boys. Just to be on the safe side, just because your mics are definitely on. Right, Sarah, is that a bit better? I don't know what happened there. The mic slide was sitting at the top, but it should be okay. So we'll get you coming round in a second. Right, just crack on with your chat, boys, while I make sure that you're okay. I'm waiting for Sarah to give me the big thumbs up, saying the boys are being heard. But we won't be able to do anything unless you're talking, all right? Don't go silent on me now, all right? I swear to God. Okay?
How about the New York
Gordon's
Jets?
alive!
He is. Gordon's alive. Right. Yes, you can hear them now. Good. We can crack on with the show then. Thank you, Sarah, for keeping me right. That would have been terrible if I'd gone through many a conversation with them. Okay, so 1980s movie, Flash Gordon, a bit of an extravaganza, a bit of a crazy silliness fest going on. One of the silliest that is brilliant. Sarah, I'm so glad that you didn't hear any of Barry's jokes. All right, you will get an opportunity later, now that he's calmed down, to have his jokes again. All right?
I've calmed down, how dare you?
Well, yes, this is true. With that in mind, Barry, we're going to go jump straight to you tonight, straight away, first of all, to have, what's it called? Your Good, Bad and Ugly first, I think. So, yeah.
Dispatch War Rocket Ajax to bring
The
back
good
Gordon.
is it's a thoroughly enjoyable little romp. I've got a few bits and pieces stored up for it, but the soundtrack's pretty the word unique.
Yeah.
And it's quite frankly a miracle it got made.
Yes. Why a miracle? Elaborate, good sir.
There was 2 production units working on the film at the same time.
Wow. Okay.
One that was British and American, and the other one was Italian.
Mm-hmm.
When the progress reports from the English-speaking teams came through, nobody on the Italian team spoke good enough English to know what the hell they were talking about, so they just shrugged their shoulders and left them to it.
Oh wow. That's crazy.
So by the time they came round and saw what was happening, it was too late to change any of it, so they had to go with it. But George Lucas was actually asked himself if he could actually direct the movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cognac was sending me messages on Instagram about that earlier on today.
And they went, nah, you're all right. So he went off and wrote Star Wars instead.
Could you imagine if Star Wars Episode 4 never got written? And instead we had like 4 running series of just Flash Gordon instead.
I don't know whether that might have been a good thing, because the
But-
Flash Gordon I was brought up on was the black and white TV show, because I'm that old, Barry, before you say anything.
I was going to say they had TV back then.
Yeah. We had one of those Motorola clicker things that I was showing you last night on the way things worked, you know. But yes, yes indeed.
And there's a Star Wars link
Go on.
inside the movie.
Go on.
Right at the beginning of the movie, when the plane crashes, the little fat assistant that's running away, who gets squished by the plane, is actually Porkins.
Porkins. Tell the world who Porkins is.
Porkins is the idiot who didn't pull up when he was told to pull up and ended up dying on the surface of the Death Star when his Y-wing crashed. But he has subsequently been memed and videoed in the most cruelest possible ways because he was a slightly overweight pilot, and they've superimposed, bottles of fizzy juice and popcorn and potato chips all over the cockpit.
Red standing by.
It does look quite funny.
Gold fatty trying to pull up. Gold fatty trying to pull up.
Yes. Also, when the little in clouds in this Cloud City, when they had the wobbly table thing that they all fought on.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, it was still quite wet.
Okay.
And every time they rolled around on it, they'd pick up the paint, so they'd have to stop every now and then like clean the actors off, get the actors all dirty again, and then reset the whole thing and maybe touch up the table at the same time.
Oh dear God, that's just not good. That's just not good at all. It's a proper B movie stuff going on there, you know.
It is,
but
and
I like that shit though.
To finish it off, just because Sarah's so upset that she didn't hear a joke.
Oh,
Why
God.
can you always hear cows coming? They've got horns.
Yes. I preferred your one about the cows not having hoofs. I thought that was actually quite clever. I'm going to ask Sarah this. Don't say the punchline. Sarah, why do cows not have what's it called? Was it shoes, feet? What was it?
Sarah, why do cows have hoofs?
There we go. Why do cows have hoofs?
Because they lactose.
It's actually funny second time.
There's a
round as
joke
well.
you can tolerate because it's lactose and tolerate.
Yeah. No, Cognac, don't encourage him. Please don't encourage him. Encourage him anymore. So, soundtrack. It was a Queen soundtrack. Did you think that it was a worthwhile soundtrack? Did you think that perhaps if it didn't have the Queen soundtrack,
It was not only was it awesome, but not only was it awesome, he didn't even know what Queen was until he made the movie. He had never even heard of them.
Who? Flash Gordon dude?
No, I think the director.
Shut up! Really? That's mental.
He's an old Italian director. Why is he going to listen to Queen?
This is true.
Yeah, so it was weird. It was like a really interesting big break on two different sides.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, that was like them getting discovered in a weird way from someone who literally could say, I don't even know who that is. You think they should be in our movie for the soundtrack? Okay.
Crazy. Right, marks out of 10, Barry, for yourself, sir.
I'd give it a 7.
That's good. That's a good one. We will go straight to Jason. Jason, give us your good, bad, and ugly setup for the old Flash Gordon, please.
The good about Flash Gordon was it was filmed in Pinewood Studios, which they basically film all the James Bond films on.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you've got James Bond himself in it, Timothy Dalton, and also the scriptwriter who wrote it did a couple of James Bond scripts as well. So basically, James Bond was basically in Flash Gordon. Right. Down to Flash Gordon. Flash Gordon to me is 1980s sci-fi, British sci-fi, stroke comedy, stroke adventures in space. And it was ahead of its time. You had special effects, which I'd never seen that advanced before. And basically you had an Italian director called Dino De Laurentiis, who actually did various other films as well. But the whole thing about Flash Gordon is, the good thing is it's an 80s sci-fi flick. And this was at the time when Britain was basically doing sci-fi films. Hence why George Lucas was brought in to do it, but they didn't like him, so they gave him the elbow. The bad, it could have been longer. But then again, they were on a budget, so I can understand that. And the ugly, nothing. It was a really good sci-fi film, and I enjoyed it. I remember seeing it at the cinema when I was about 10 years old. Shows my age. I remember getting it on video when it first came out, and then it went walkies. And just recently, I've just ordered the 40th anniversary on Blu-ray, which is a double disc.
Wow.
The first disc is the complete film, and the second disc is got interviews with the cast. It's got photograph stills. It's got a copy of the script. You also get postcards with it as well, and it folds out. And I really, really enjoyed it, and to this day, I'm quite happy I picked it up on Blu-ray. So there you go. Oh yeah, and another thing which is good is you've got good old Freddie Mercury and the boys from Queen doing the soundtrack. That's another bonus.
It is indeed. It is indeed. The soundtrack was epic.
Also, did you know that Jean-Paul Gaultier was approached to do the costumes?
Shut up. Really?
And no, seriously, yeah, he was approached to do the costumes, and he basically was turned down because it was going to be too expensive. So just improvised with the British sci-fi wardrobe instead.
Hence why the costumes were so flash. See what I did there? Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Gordon's alive!
Oh God. Yes. Okay. Right. Marks out of 10 for you, Jason, then please.
If it didn't have the Queen soundtrack, it would get a 6. But since Freddie Mercury is a very good talented musician, God bless his soul, I give it 8.5. I love it to bits.
That's fair enough. That is a fair enough thing. Right, Cognac in the house. The man, the moment. Just want to point out to everybody before Cognac goes, way back in April, we had a... hold on. Has my connection stopped? I can't see myself moving. Damn it. Are we laggy? It looks like, no, a wee bit laggy, but the processor's sitting down way low. Alright. Okay. We're okay. Just let me know, guys and girls in the chat, if this appears to be a bit laggy tonight at some points. Just so I can make sure we're okay.
There's just a...
There's what?
It seems like every just now and again the voices skip for just a second, but other than that, it seems fine.
Okay, right. Well, hopefully it should be okay. We're not got any problems at our end here at all just now. Yeah, Local Bottom saying it's very laggy. Let's go to the chat anyway before we jump into you, and I've got to spam the crap out of the video I put up on YouTube of you as well, mate. So before we do that, right. So Local Bottom, hiya. Solway, Truth. Sarah, we've already spoken to, and Barry's in the house. There's a few other people in the back chat rooms as well there that are not saying anything, but welcome and thank you for joining us tonight anyway. Feel free to say hello. We always like to interact with you. We're a tiny little stream, and right now we can pretty much interact with pretty much everybody that's on watching us, which is nice. Which is nice indeed. Right, so today I actually put up a wee video of a way back in April. Cognac saved the broadcast for us because it was a particular night where Virgin Media decided to do an outage pretty much across blanketed right across the whole of Scotland, or basically for the hub that hit where Barry stays and where I stay, because we both went down at the same time. You're on Virgin, aren't you, Barry? Yeah,
I am indeed. Only Virgin in Fife.
Right, the only Virgin in Fife. That's quite funny. It's also very true, because they're all slags. Anyway, anybody from Fife, I take it all back. You're not all slags, not all of you anyway. Okay. Yeah, so we were kind of pulled off the stream, and poor Cognac was left running. And the software we used at the time is we actually fire our feeds into the server for StreamYard, and then it fires it out to YouTube. So because I hadn't terminated the link and I'd just gone off, it kind of holds it for a few minutes just in case we drop connection. That's the whole purpose of it. So it kept on broadcasting because Cognac was still connected as well. So there's a whole video of that beautiful moment, the day that Cognac saved the stream, and it's the latest video on YouTube, just the latest content thing I've put up. It's about 5 minutes long, and it is a beautiful moment. It still makes my mum laugh to this very day for it all. And I believe as well some of your relatives in California have watched it, Cognac, as well, yeah?
They have, and getting to watch it the way you put it together,
Mm-hmm.
I actually, you caught the perfect moments of, I was like, oh wow, I had a lot of anxiety. I was like, I could see the anxiety sweating off my brow.
Oh, bless. You were perfect, mate. You were absolutely perfect. You know, in every way for that. And yeah, I did kind of edit the best bits from it all. There was times where there was a little bit of silence, a little bit of what the hell am I supposed to be doing here? But I just want to say publicly right now that I really appreciate you doing that, because it was proper pure entertainment, and the video was not designed to mock you. It's designed to celebrate you, because I thought you were great, my family thought you were great, and I really enjoyed putting the video together as well. So if you, after the stream tonight, go away, go and watch that, give it a thumbs up, please, share it about your own social medias, let people see the crazy Cognac looking after the stream when Barry and I kind of went out the window. I did it as a reaction video as well. I've got myself sort of like talking my way through it in a little window too. But we're not here to talk about Cognac doing the Cognac-y things, because even though we do love him and everything, we're going to give the mic over to the Cognac so he can talk about Flashy Gordon. Hit it, big chieftain. Tell us what you think.
Okay, actually, you know what? Now I don't have to feel so bad when you guys gave it a rating that makes me not feel so bad, because it was either you love it or don't type of thing. Now, the good, the bad, and the ugly for Flash Gordon. Essentially, the good for me was I grew up watching older shows, essentially, and I needed something to like. I wasn't a Xena Princess Warrior fan. I wasn't a Hercules fan.
Stop! You were not a Xena Warrior Princess fan.
Or a Hercules fan.
I'm taking the fucking video down. You can leave right now.
Hey, you can't blame me. I needed some kind of like, when all was said and done, I somehow came across and got to find out about this sci-fi Flash Gordon, which I found out, it was a kid's show on top of being the movie. For me,
never watched them either.
And you know what? It's super cool, because if you haven't seen the cartoon, it means you could just skip to the next best thing. They also made Flash Gordon, but that's something else. Don't even look it up. Don't pretend I never said anything.
You went there.
The bad is I won't say this is bad, because I'm a sci-fi cheesy. I like cringy, cheesy comedy, spoofy like adventure is kind of it sings to me. However, I'll just skip right to the ugly and say I had never watched something that left you cliffhanging so hard to end up realizing that if there really was a joke, is that the movie actually never ended.
That's the whole point.
And that for me is the ugly. The movie never ended.
Did it leave you wanting more Cognac? Did you want a definitive conclusion?
It doesn't even just leave you hanging. Like, yeah, that's the problem. Usually there's a cliffhang to maybe a conclusion later, but this was like a cliffhang. Literally, like, it leaves you high and dry, like literally so high and dry that you're like brittle and breaking apart, and you'll wait
I need to ask
years
you,
down the line.
What was the ending for you that did that? Because the ending that I remember was Ming the Merciless.
The ending for me was the yelling on the camera.
Oh, right, when he sort of like goes up and goes, yeah, sort of thing.
Yeah, no, it's that right there. Just I don't know how many people might know, but it was fully not even a part of the script. It was impromptu in.
No, there you go.
It was impromptu in, and what was crazy is the only reason why is because no one knew how to end the movie.
Well, the thing is, right, the whole point of Flash Gordon, it was a space opera from a way back in the day. I remember watching the original Flash Gordon, you know. I'll talk about that in a minute, though. Carry on with what you're saying.
Musical. I love. Okay, it's considered, for me, it would be on there with the musical types of what is it, cult classics. It's a cult classic, like it's Rocky Horror Picture Show worthy cult classic kind of deal. It's just it needed something to tie it together in the end, and that's the part that as I got older, of course, I didn't recognize until like as I grew up, and then you rewatch it, and then recently, of course, you're doing the show, so I rewatched it, and it was like, oh, did I just wake? Was it all a dream? It was a dream, huh? It was all a dream. It never happened. I knew it.
It was good. You enjoyed it. Mark's
no,
out
but
of
that's
10
the thing.
for
It was good. So Mark's out of 10. 7.5.
7.5 is a very, very good score. So we're averaging out. We're not jumping in with this is the best movie of all time sort of things for it all. But yeah, very good. Good.
But it is iconic, fully iconic.
It totally is. It's a gem of a movie. It's one of those ones that is complete nonsense, but it's just funny. It's just silly. It's a cult classic. It is a cult. It has a big cult following, with everything. I'll give you my good, bad, and the ugly. I thought the cast was excellent. I think Sam Jones as Flash Gordon. I remember watching it, and I mean, I went in after growing up with Buster Crabbe as Flash Gordon in the black and white series. He was awesome. He was like proper sort of like running around, sort of like action hero in black and white movies. Say that again, Jason. You're awfully quiet.
You were around in the 1940s?
No, I was watching the repeat, you cheeky bastard. Okay? But I might have been. I could have been. You know? Maybe I was. Maybe I'm a vampire. I don't know. Anyway, going back to it, I remember watching, growing up with watching Buster Crabbe with Flash Gordon and the really, really old special effects. And I've actually got all those on a not my server, but on a video server I've got access to. They're all sitting there, and I've revisited them as well, and I friggin' love them. It's like one of the best sort of like sci-fi things ever that I watched as a kid. It was my first influence in science fiction. Flash Gordon was my first influence in science fiction as a kid.
I thought you were going to say My Little Pony.
No, My Little Pony.
I love My Little Pony.
My Little Pony is quite dark, but I tell you what, we'll do My Little Pony another night, okay? Because my second youngest son is a relative expert in the darkness that is My Little Pony. I will get him to actually make a film of it, but let's not talk about it just now. Okay, the original 1936 science fiction series for Flash Gordon was done in 13 episodes, and he was originally before that a comic book character as well.
Comic strip.
Yeah, comic strip even, not even a comic book, just a strip, you're right. Absolutely astounding for it all. And so I grew up with that. So going back to the one that we're talking about just now, when I first saw Sam Jones, I thought, what? He's a bit of a bimbo. How can he be a good Flash Gordon? Flash Gordon's a man's man. You know, he was like an action hero. Here we've got like, hi, I'm Sam, I'm Flash Gordon, quarterback, New York fucking Giants or Jets. Hey Ming, how are you? High five. Nah, fuck that. I didn't.
Well, that was
What? Was that a reasonably good
impression? That was an awesome American. No, that was actually so well done.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So yeah, no, it
also,
was. Go on.
Also, did you know that the original Flash Gordon was a professional polo player, but they changed it to a professional American football player because they wanted him to be this big butch jock rather than being an English polo player.
Yeah, 'cause I remember the polo aspect of it from the black and white things. It was mentioned a couple of times, and I'm sure it was in the comic strips as well.
Given it.
But yeah, so we had Sam Jones as Flash Gordon, Big Sam Jones the bimbo, and we had Melody Anderson as Dale Arden. She was. I thought she was alright. She translated from the old ones into this one. There was more of a damsel in distress sort of thing going on. With the original ones, but Melody came across as being a little bit tougher. But my most favourite character and the most epic casting was Max von Sydow as Ming the Merciless. Perfect. I mean, perfect. He looked like the old Ming from the black and white ones. He acted like the old Ming with a little bit of comic book quiche going on there. He was really, really good.
I want his robe.
You what?
I want his robes.
You want his robes. I'm glad you said robes. And then Hans Zarkov, played by Topol. I actually, when I first looked at him on the big screen, because I saw this at the cinema, I kind of looked at him thinking, I know your face from somewhere. I couldn't figure out where it was. And then I realised it was him from Fiddler on the Roof. If I was a rich man, and diddle. You know the one? Do you know the one I'm talking about? I'm not going to go into it. We also, like you said, have Timothy Dalton. We had Richard O'Brien. There was also Robbie Coltrane was in it. Okay. Peter Duncan from Blue Peter Days, which is a kids' TV show in the UK. And who else did we have there? And of course, the most amazing, bestest line in any movie ever done by the Brian Blessed.
Gordon's alive!
Gordon's alive. You boys wouldn't have heard that, but the guys in the audience would have heard it. Gordon's alive. He still gets asked that. I looked at a video of Brian Blessed. It's one of the most asked for lines at different sort of comic book conventions. When he turns up, he's always asked to do that, and even on shows that he's presented, he always manages to get that in as well. So the cast to me was perfect. The music, brilliant. Proper space opera type music going on there, and I liked how you said it was like kind of like Rocky Horror sort of sci-fi type thing, Cognac. You nailed it there. It wasn't a musical in that sense, but the music kind of translated to almost giving it an element of a musical because it was the Queen soundtrack. It was superb. I enjoyed it. The direction, it was seamless. The way it all came together, it didn't come across as too bitty for me, but it was kind of like almost a perfect B-movie sort of element to it, which I kind of think that it was supposed to do that, which was good, which was really good. What else? Let me just check my notes. The fans kind of got it. Flash Gordon being a cult favourite now. It still has a massive following, and it's still, when you have like Sam was up here I think in 2017 or 2018 at a comic convention in Edinburgh, and I remember him, like, it was my son said, can we go to this Comic-Con thing, and I couldn't go. I think he went with his mum, but he didn't go on the day with Sam being there. But I saw on Instagram a little video of him saying he was at a convention down in London, and he says, I'm coming up to Scotland this weekend for this one and everything like that. So he seemed like quite a decent bloke, to be perfectly honest about it all. And I have to say that I tagged him in on all the adverts for this, hoping that he might say, all right, little people in Edinburgh, there we go. But nah, didn't happen. But we can only sit and wonder. The best scene for me was by far, as a kid, watching the fight with Timothy Dalton and Sam on the rotating thing up in Vulcan City with Brian Blessed with a remote control. Hold on, have I just pushed the button that's changed this scene? I think I have, haven't I? God damn. No, I've not. That's okay. With what's it called? Brian Blessed with the remote control. Okay, and the remote control has a big wire on it, as if it plugs into something to do it. So it's not even like a digital thing, because they didn't have digital technology. It wasn't even properly conceived. It was like a remote control, and it was big and chunky, like a shoebox, with big buttons on it and little. Man, it was perfect, absolutely perfect. No, I could quite happily talk about this all night, because it was one of a few movies when I was growing up that I actually went back to the cinema to see it a second time. Because I enjoyed it that much. It was really, really good. I did think Timothy Dalton was good in his role as well as the Prince of Arborea. What was his name again? It's gone right out my head. Let me just look at my cast list again. Prince. Yes, thank you. Sorry, my voice is going. Prince Baron. Thank you very much. He was epic in that role. He managed to translate it in his own way. It came across perfectly from the Baron of old in the black and white ones. I'm going to give this. There's it's all good for me, because it's pure entertainment. I'm going to go and talk about the ending as well, though. The way that Flash Gordon as a space opera in the past always came across was it always left on a cliffhanger. Okay, it always kind of was supposed to make you want to come back for more, and they didn't manage to do that for me in the movie. They tried with the Ming's ring laughing as if Ming was energy and power was stored in the ring or something. But I reckon it would have been. It's kind of difficult to do that when there's a big long sort of movie of it all. But it was good. It was good. I'm going to give it a clean 8. Basically because. Still to this day, when I watch it, I smile and I look at it and go, absolute fucking bechamel cheesy sauce going on here. It is a perfect.
That's because you want to ride that rocket cycle.
You better believe it. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally. Hold on.
Dispatch War Rocket Ajax to bring back his body.
Yes, dispatch War Rocket Ajax to bring back his body. Yes. Oh god, who was that character again? That was General Kala, wasn't it? She was awesome. She was one of the Italian actresses that was in this, I believe. She was amazing. Bring back, dispatch War Rocket Ajax to bring. I'm going to play that again. Hold on.
Dispatch War Rocket Ajax to bring back his body.
Yeah, her accent in it was absolutely spot on. We have to love that in ways that that go beyond the sort of normal science fiction bad Queenie actress type thing. She was great. What a great character. Yeah, so that is where I am with it. So we can probably say, what did you give it out of 10, Cognac?
7.5.
So the boys all gave 7.5, and I gave an 8. So we'll average it down to a 7.5 for the lot of us, which is great. Superb. Thank you, gentlemen, for your opinions. Now, do we have any hidden extras that anybody wants to pick up on and we can discuss? Barry, you said you might have had a few things.
No.
There? No more?
No more.
No more. Right, I had a few things set up as well. Is it any of the Cognac? Have you got anything else you want to add?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now that I'm thinking about it, dude, how come no one has built that rocket cycle? You realize that thing's actually that thing's like the chariot from back in the day that we built with the 3 wheels, not the chariot horse cart chariot, but it was like a scooter with 3 wheels that you stood on separate sides. That with a metal body around it with a motor. Rocket cycle.
Rocket cycle. That would be amazing. Absolutely astounding. I like things like that. One of my things is that apart from the sort of like Oriental sort of movies and westerns, George Lucas also was quite influenced by the 1936 Flash Gordon as well for his space opera type things, you know, with a small group of people going up against a big bad guy with, you know, unlimited power, but also with the fact that it was like a clear sort of end of an episode with a cliffhanger, and it would be like the first one would be previously on Flash Gordon. Okay, now if he couldn't really do that with his Star Wars movies, but it did come across in Star Wars The Clone Wars when you know, previously on Star Wars The Clone Wars, it would have like a sort of a soliloquy from a voiceover man talking about what's happened or what's going to happen in this episode and everything. And that all comes from Flash Gordon, which is astounding. It's got a lot. I used to play at being Flash Gordon as a kid. I'm just waiting for some smart comment back from Barry there. But you know,
no, my mummy told me to respect my elders.
Oh, you're funny.
Did you have your silver underwear, Mojax?
Yeah, well, I do now. Not then, but that's for something completely different. But you know, it's good. I'm looking at some of the posters here online. I wonder if I can bring that up. No, I can't. There's a poster with Mark Hamill superimposed as what's it called, as Flash Gordon, and Peter Cushing as Ming the Merciless. That would have been a fun thing to have going on there. But no, it's yeah, you can't turn around and say Flash Gordon's shit. It's a good film. It's a good film, indeed. Ah, there we go.
And Ming didn't go anywhere. He became Jafar for Aladdin.
Shut up. Oh yeah. Got you. I was thinking Max von Sydow didn't do the voice for Jafar, did he?
No, but I'm pretty sure they took his character and used its embodiment for Jafar.
I could quite believe it. Actually, it does have that lovely, pointy, sort of like iconic beardy thing going on there with it all. You know, that's superb in every way. Right. Okay, let's have a quick look to see who's chit-chatting there just now. Oh, what's going on here? Somebody had a flood. Are you okay? Cold water and damp cloth helps. Right, okay. We're all good. A nasty blister. Somebody has... You're not supposed to touch hot pans. You're not supposed to do that. It's not great when that happens. It will be sore. Be very sore. So what does everybody think of the pictures that we have of the boys just now? I know that it's a shame that we can't see their beautiful faces. I would love to be able to see their faces, but the thing is, the integrity of the stream is, I didn't want this to crash on us tonight at all, and we've been consistently below 92% on the CPU scale, which is fantastic for it all. So yeah, you have to love it all in all respects, that it's worked and gone really well. Good. I think that's us then. Does anybody want to do anything else? Shall we do? I don't know whether we're going to do ripples tonight or not. I can certainly set ripples up if anybody wants me to do that. It only takes a matter of seconds to set it up. I'll leave that up to the chit-chatting people. I'll need to...
Hey.
Hello. What are you saying? Have we lost the boys? Have I lost the boys?
God, not you two again.
Not what?
Not you too again.
What, me too? I'm lost, Barry.
Bono and The Edge both walk into a bar.
Right.
The barman takes one look at them and says, "Oh God, not you two again."
Ah, that was bad. I never got the first half. You lagged out for me for a second there after me bigging up how the high quality the stream has been tonight and not crashing. I missed the whole first half of that. That sucks. That really sucks. I apologise. Yes, not you two again. That's a shit joke, Barry. That's you're scraping the bottom of the barrel there. You know, I mean badly. Come on, we're used to a better standard of joke. Give us a better one.
I know I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel, and I still haven't found what I'm looking for.
I think Cobra Kai stole Cobra Kai stole Flash Gordon's outfit for their uniforms in Karate Kid.
I think you could probably be right there, actually. With that, hold on, let me have a wee look. I'm trying to find. There we go. That's what we're looking for. No, Cobra Kai's outfits for. We're talking about the Karate Kid here, aren't we?
Yeah. That's why when you ask yourself what would Ming the Merciless do, you still hear "sweep the leg."
Did you guys know that Pat Morata was not wanted as the part of Miyagi?
Really?
That would have blown my mind.
The director and the studio all went, no, sorry. The studio absolutely point blank says we're not having the guy from Happy Days. The end of the discussion. We're not having that. Having the what was he called at the time? The hip nip.
Oh my God!
As he was
Listen,
that's
man.
apparently his nickname at the time. And he's like, hey, if it gets me a job, I don't care. He was living in Hawaii. He was completely broke. And he said, look, I've got this cool idea. He says, I'll pay you and you can come in and read the other actors. He went, yeah, sure. So he came in and did the Miyagi part. And as the studio were sitting watching all the other actors to be considered for the film, for Daniel and stuff, they were bombarded with this guy. And they went, who's that guy? He's amazing. And what they didn't realize is they'd put him in makeup and actually got him to act the part completely whilst in the room. And they just went, oh, that's Pat Morata, the guy you don't want. He went, oh no, we've got to get that guy.
That's insane. That is incredibly silly and incredibly insane.
Have you guys seen the follow-up on YouTube?
The follow-up of what?
Karate Kid.
But the one that's got the bad guys that are playing the lead role.
They've got everybody back apart from Miyagi, obviously.
Wait a second, hold on a second. Are we talking? Talk to me about it while I set up Ripples just now. While I quickly do
it's a thing they did to advertise YouTube Premium. So if you pay for YouTube Premium, you get a whole bunch of shows that are filmed just for YouTube. And it's a series where they've got Daniel, the original Daniel back, Johnny's back. They're obviously Daniel's married and he's got kids, and Johnny's got a kid, and
oh my God.
And you know he's trying to get himself together again, and Daniel's running a car dealership, and he's the dojos start opening up again, and it kind of goes from bad to worse, and then Kreese makes an appearance as well, obviously.
Really?
Yeah. And they're like, it's like, what was it like, doing this thing? And he's like, the guy that plays Johnny he said, I never met the guy that played Kreese off the set. We didn't know who he was, and he was just permanently Kreese. We were terrified of that guy. It wasn't until later on we found out the guy's not a karate master. He's actually an actor just like us. And he says, we were shitting ourselves with that guy.
Oh my God. I know there was, you've got the Karate Kid 1, Karate Kid 2, Karate Kid 3, another Karate Kid, and then wasn't there was it a Netflix series or another series which was called
there was one with Jackie Chan and Little Smith.
Yeah, Will Smith's kid. That was like that was weird. Jackie Chan as Mr. Miyagi.
In a different way.
I just didn't see the point to that whatsoever.
It did not. it didn't do justice to the original.
No.
Whatsoever.
It was a wee shame, to be
However,
perfectly
it was
honest.
just. I mean, I watched it at least a couple times because I just had to like. It was more for like it was like a kids comedy spoof.
Mm-hmm. It was when I watched it, I felt kind of embittered, left sort of like feeling a bit dirty watching it because it didn't wash for me in the slightest, in any way at all. It had no integrity, and it was pretty shabby. I have to say, Will Smith's son though was actually not a bad wee actor in it. And I think Jackie Chan tries to take his role as Mr. Miyagi a bit too seriously. It didn't wash for me at all. I think Jackie Chan ruined it for me, to be perfectly honest. Which is a shame because I quite like him in a lot of his other stuff, to be perfectly.
Apparently, Will Smith's son did go on a bit of an ego trip for a little while, but his mum, being his mum, brought him right back down to earth.
I quite believe that, actually.
She's terrifying in Gotham.
Yes, she's also I think she's brilliant.
Gotham? I love that series. That was a good series.
It's an amazing series. I'm just setting up ripples here just now. I'm just typing out what we have. No, we'll just wait and do that after. Right, so yeah, we have ripples set up, ready to go. Let me just drag this over here just now, like so. I will only do a couple tonight, and I've been very clever after discovering last night that if I am broadcasting from the account, if I'm broadcasting on an account and bring somebody else into the same account watching it, it basically takes 50% of our watch time for the time that we're broadcasting on the same thing off it together. But if I'm doing it from another account, it works. So I've brought up Microsoft Edge and logged into a very old Mojax Happy YouTube account that I believe has 1 subscriber, which is my other Mojax Happy account. So I can broadcast on that and keep the stream going as well. I just need to tell people so they don't have friggin' kittens, like some people have had. Get off. So let's have a quick look down here.
Oh,
go on.
Just to interrupt our proceedings.
Mm-hmm.
Leicester has had its lockdown tightened.
Yes, I heard about that. I got a wee Huff posting coming on. And Nicola Sturgeon has also suggested that she has to consider having security at the border between England and Scotland.
She hasn't.
She mentioned it. There was a mention in one of her things.
I didn't know if we were going to talk about that kind of stuff, but I feel I understand you guys think. We're told that we're going possibly back to square one.
Yeah. So she didn't say that, Barry.
No, she said it's something. She was asked about it, and she said, "No, we're not going to do it." Mm-hmm. But it's something that needs to not be taken off the table in future in case infection rates diverge.
Okay.
So if ours gets better and it gets worse down there, or even back the other way around, then something some sort of protective measure must be put in place. So if that means putting in an actual checkpoints, because there's only going to be a couple of roads that you really need to keep an eye on.
Okay, I'm just trying to find the article where she discussed it and considered it just now. I think it was on Sunday morning. Was it yesterday that she mentioned it on a show or something? Proposals by Nicola Sturgeon to close the border during coronavirus crisis has been met with alarm on both sides of the boundary. Measure on Sunday morning during an interview in the BBC, Andrew Marshall. I think she said that she it wasn't an option, but where was it? The Scottish National politician says these discussions, of course, we want to continue to have with the UK government. She said it would be implemented only if the evidence and our judgment tells us that it's necessary. The proposal is met with consternation across the area. So yeah, everything that you've said is accurate, 100%. But the thing is that they have to look, if it was going to become a danger to the Scottish people, it's something that she would. That's what I get from that. That would have to be considered. I'm not for it personally. I think the people in the north of England, apart from voting Tory, are reasonably sensible. I don't think they'd be coming up here. It's just the Bournemouth lot. But more scary.
Yeah, the thing is, it's not the north of England we've got to worry about. It's everyone south of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we'll go to Scotland to get away from it all. No, get fucked. Because they
tried
that
before, yeah.
Yeah, they tried that and they all got fucking hounded by the locals.
Mm-hmm.
But not only that, it's not just a case of setting up the checkpoints. They've got to be manned and it's got to be enforced. And if someone's on that stretch of road, you're going to have to open up the other stretch of road to turn them the fuck around.
Yep, absolutely. The A1's pretty bad for that. I suppose there's a few wee spots that they could do that on, but it would have to be checkpoint Charlie, which is pretty shit. Anyway, let's move on to doing some Rippolonies, okay? Let's go and see this lassie. She's only got 2 people there, and hopefully the sound will come through on the desktop. Oh no, look at that. Oh, she's talking, but she's got her camera facing her wallpaper, and I'm going to say that wallpaper is quite offensive, and we're not going to have that wallpaper on. Let's go and find somebody else. There is somebody there. Here we go. 4 people watching this lassie, and okay, please come up, and don't have offensive wallpaper, for God's sake. We don't want that. Okay, right, brilliant. Oh, nice one. And Zoe Jade, right? Are you? Can I don't think she's got any sound going. Let me turn my sound up.
Maka-confuse po
yes, right. Okay. Let's go down to the chat.
Mukhang pangagtayo niya.
Greetings from Scotland.
Yan, so na lang. Excuse me.
Sending you a positive
Sarang ni mo pa maghihigan eh, no?
Okay.
So Flash Gordon got an iPhone, and he was astounded at all its capabilities. And the Flash said, "I didn't get one."
In 24 hours.
And he points to him and goes, "Apple doesn't support Flash."
That's a Barry joke. You missed a beauty there, Barry.
Also, have you heard the proposals for a new film series?
Okay.
Another Batman incarnation.
Okay, go on.
Starring Michael Keaton again.
How are you? Sabi ni
Crazy.
Ismael said, "Hello,
he wasn't bad."
Who will continue his Tim Burton Batman.
How are you?
Alright, that was a good Batman. I quite like that Batman by him.
He will continue the Batman that he did with Tim Burton, but it will be centered around mentoring the Flash.
Kumusta kayo? Pwede join? Pwede.
There was a Batman that involved... wait, I'm sorry, you lost me when you said... I'm sorry, one more time?
So,
who was directing or making?
Way back in the 90s. Michael Keaton did a Batman with Tim Burton.
I didn't know Tim Burton worked on a Batman.
Oh yeah, it was very. I loved it. In fact, we can maybe do a review of it. It was he was Batman and Jack Nicholson played the Joker.
Oh, okay, wait, I remember Jack Nicholson as a Joker.
Yeah,
right, boys, we're going to wait for this lassie to see if she sees my thing. Hold on. Hold on.
Ay, nakalimutan ko magtanong. Asan ako kay ano?
I don't think she's going to see it.
Kay Kalimlim. Mo ano sabi niya?
Oh, look, she's put me up on her screen.
Sending you a positive vibes. You are also
Gordon's alive.
Yes.
Stream. So give us a wave, but you are on my second account, so it will not affect your watch time. Okay, thank you so much. From Hindi ako marunong.
Awesome.
Paano ba yun?
Right,
Boss, may
Barry, you
hagdan pa ba
cannot
sa inyo?
deny that
Wala,
was
may
a
hagdan
good
dito.
one
Uy,
there. She's
paano
even
ba yun?
put me up on her screen and
I
everything.
can
Thank
deny
you
it.
so
I
much.
can deny it because A, we don't hear it here.
That's
And
fine,
B,
but you can watch it back after.
we're like 30, 40 seconds behind you. So, it didn't happen. You're making it up.
Okay, you can just watch it back yourself then, buddy. That was good. I'm going away.
Hashtag Mojax fake news.
No, not really. Can't possibly be. I don't do fake news.
See, if the Ghostbusters were still wrong, you can cross streams. Nothing bad happens.
Yeah, crossing streams is fun though. It's one of those amazingly good things. Right, okay, let's find somebody else.
Look. Never go to the gents with him.
With who? Yeah, I'm not crossing streams. Not with you, buddy. Not even after 3 pints.
That's not what you just said. You said you don't mind crossing streams.
Yeah, not those sort of streams, you dirty bastards.
Ayan.
Right, okay, here we go. It's always our Oriental people that are doing most of this stuff just now. I think it's quite funny. I think the Filipino people are really into the small YouTuber
Thank you so much sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat. God bless us all. Thank you so much. Sa mga nag-thumbs up, thank you so much, guys.
Here we go. Come on.
Maraming salamat talaga sa inyong lahat. Sa mga pumarito, sa mga...
Read it. Oh, hang on. You can't see.
Sa mga organic friend ko na hindi nag-iiwan talaga. Maraming salamat sa inyo.
I'm gonna give you 30
seconds. Sana'y pagpalain kayo.
30 seconds.
Good luck sa inyong lahat sa YouTube channel ng isa't isa sa atin. Maraming salamat talaga sa inyong lahat. Ayan. At ako'y bukas magbabalik po, guys. Ako'y magbabalik bukas. Magpapaangat challenge din.
Copyrighted, not infringed, because LCT or whatever you're supposed to say. And then,
what was that from? Yun ba yun? Alas 5 ng hapon Pilipinas time.
She's not going to do it,
Alas 5 ng hapon Pilipinas time akong magbabalik.
We're almost like 30 seconds.
Thank you so much. Ako'y magpapaalam na po kasi alas 12:33 na ng madaling araw dito.
Right, okay. You're not doing it, girl.
Alas 12:33 ng madaling araw.
Disappointed.
Baka yung mga kapatid ko dyan nagising na.
Right, nah, she's not doing it.
Kasi andyan,
And
baka yung kapatid ko.
We're gone. Nah, she's not.
Strike one.
Yep, strike one. Let's jump into the chit chat just now as well. So Nyla's in the house now. Hi, Nyla. How are ya? And Robert Scrimminger. Roberto, it's good to see you here. I've not seen you for ages, mate. I hope you're well. I hope you're really good. Did I see anybody else that sneaked in? Nassim as well. Yes, how are you? I keep saying your name wrong. Okay, I'm really sorry. I can't help it. But that's just who I am. I'm a master of pronouncing names incorrectly. Okay, let's see. Let's do this guy. There's 18 people watching him, and he's from Kuala Lumpur. So this should be fun. Okay. Kuala Lumpur.
Done on your sunset.
Right, okay. And we are going to go.
How long? RJ Flores, iwan lang ng bakas, guys, para mabalikan ko kayo. Ayan, Ashket channel on the way. Yes, and mega shout out to my 14 million in the house. Kaway naman dyan. Parang Miss Universe. Ganon.
He's very keen.
Oops, may bago tayo. Si Mojax Happy. Greetings from Scotland. Sending me a positive vibes. You are also live on my stream. So give us a wave. Yes, I give
Why
you
is this top
wave,
chat always moderators?
on my second account, so
because it's moderators that can put links in.
Ayan,
you can't put a link in unless you're a mod.
Mojax Happy. Ayan, hello to you, Mojax Happy. Mega shout out to you from Saudi Arabia.
Oh, you're from
Hello,
Saudi
my
Arabia.
darling. Hello.
Mojax Happy. Greetings from Scotland.
Yeah, greetings
Sending
from Scotland,
you
mate.
positive vibes. Okay.
Positive vibes.
Ayan, nandito na rin si Chini the Explorer. Hi, baby.
This guy's cool.
Good
Right, he's
morning.
waved. He's getting a wee
Good morning
subscribe.
to you.
Thumbs up and a wee subscribe
Mojax,
to
you
him.
can drop your link,
He's quite
Mojax. Ayan.
No, I'm not dropping anything in me. Every time I drop... Oh, no, I can now, can't I? Of course I can.
Pants, a jacket, a t-shirt, okay? Okay.
Okay, he's giving me a jacket and
Ayan,
pants
you
and a
are
t-shirt.
so welcome to my LS Mojax, and please do the thumbs up, please.
Thumbs
Thank
up
you
is
so,
done, brother.
so much. Ayan. Yes, thank you
Thumbs
so
up
much,
is
and
done.
mega shout out to my 15 million.
Oh, I
in
just
the
remembered.
house. Thank you
What did you
so
remember, man?
much. Oy, Mind TV Mix. Hello, host. Good
Something
morning.
I
Mega shout out
wanted to
sa iyo.
mention.
Sabi ni Mind TV Mix.
The people
I
from
wouldn't have
Essex
been
are on
My
here.
opposed.
TV
I
Mix,
wouldn't
you
have
are
been
new
opposed
to
if
my,
Arnold Schwarzenegger
LS, so
would
I
have
will
actually
give you
ended up being
agad-agad
Flash Gordon, because that
jacket,
was
of
the other role. I
course.
forgot about that.
Mega shout out to you,
That was
My
the
TV
other.
Mix. Of course,
That was the
marami
other
tayong
possibility
mga
that they thought would
isda
be
ngayon,
perfect
so you
body
have
build
to drop your link
for
or
his
you
role.
Arnold
have to
Schwarzenegger to
make
be...
They were
visit
gonna use
our
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No
Yeah, I
way.
totally
visitors
wanted
here
to. I totally.
because we
That was
have
the.
a lot of
Nah, I'm not buying
fishes
that.
here.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
that would have worked.
Oh yeah.
I don't think
Mine
it would
was-
have worked.
TV Mix,
Oh,
mega
yeah.
shout out to
That's
He was
why
looked
it
at,
was,
but
Chini the Explorer,
the accent
paligid
chased
po
him
sa
away.
kita agad, sabi
Yeah,
ni
yeah.
Chini, naglapag siya ng
Nah,
Down,
it
down
wouldn't have
again.
worked. It's like death to Ming. You know. Hold on, I've got
But-
that actually. Hold on.
Do you know?
Death to Ming!
Death to Ming. We love.
You know, he actually offered to the German on one of his films, and the German film board went, no, please, no, it's okay, we'll do that ourselves. This guy, apparently, his accent sounds more like a farmer.
Oh my god. That's crazy. No, see, that's not good. That one's not good. Sounds like a farmer. That's the first
It's all
time
the
I've ever heard.
stogies. It's all. It's the lifelong of his cigars. They permanently specified his Germanicness. Or wait, where's he from?
Is he not from Austria?
I can't pronounce. He's from Austria.
I think he's from Austria. Is he not from Austria? I'm sure he's from Austria.
I thought it was something. It was something exotic.
Austria's exotic. It's a lovely place. You know?
Is it?
Yeah.
Aren't those flightless birds that are?
Are you dissing Austria, Cognac? You know? Listen.
You didn't say ostrich? I thought you said ostrich.
No,
The
I'm
flightless
sure
bird
that
with the
is
big
Arnold
eggs.
Schwarzenegger. Is he not from Austria?
Yes.
You know?
Actually, to be honest, I could never remember, but if it's Austria, I totally forgot it was Austria.
Yeah. Nyla's saying be careful. Are you
it is
asking me to be
Austria.
careful with the ripples, Nyla? Because I'm actually using my second account for it today, so it's not going to affect anybody at all. I've set it up on what's it called? I set it up ready to go today and tested it this afternoon to make sure it was working. So we shouldn't have any problems with it jumping across. For doing ripples, because it's one YouTube account called Mojax with a space then Happy, and we're broadcasting from the main one, Mojax without a space Happy. So it should
When
be
I
okay.
laugh, my stomach ripples.
And Barry's saying that you want me to get into trouble. Thanks, mate. Thanks. Crazy. Oh, look, there we are there. Hold on, look at that. And that is on a wee account there. We are right there. Peppa Pig official live channel. We're not looking at that. I'm not going to get scolded. Don't you worry. I've set it all up nicely, and even once I find somebody to send, here we go. There's 9 people. No, there's 21 people watching this person. I've even got it in my little message, right at the end, saying that I'm watching them from the
Want to make sure para
second
wala kayong
account.
ano
Here we
dyan,
go. Here we
ah.
go. I'll show you. I don't know if you'll be able to read this when it comes up. Hold on. Basically, I'm saying greetings from Scotland, sending you positive vibes. You're also
Oh,
live
si
on
Isa
my
Gans
stream, so
nga.
give us a wave. But
So,
you're on
Sisi,
my
pa-type
second
na lang
account,
na number
so it
mo,
will
Isa
not
Gans.
affect your watch time. So we shouldn't get into trouble this time. Here we go. Let's see. See if we break through the 22 people here.
O, diba? Mga mahilig sa Jollibee, ayan.
Okay.
KFC kami, sis. Oo nga. Okay. Ako, KFC din naman ako. Pero syempre, alam mo na, Pinas.
Come on.
Tangkilikan ng sarili ng akin. Masarap talaga. Kasi may KFC, wala namang palabok. Walang burger stick, diba? Raymond Subiaga, unahan na po kita sa Nerquela Family. Okay po. Kinig lang luto mo. Thank you, Ate Mai. Thank you. Mojax Happy, greetings from Scotland. Sending you positive vibes. You are also live on my stream. So give us a wave, but you are on my second account. So it will not affect your watch time. Thank you, Mojax Happy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Aklas Vlog sikat. Ayan,
right, good.
Nandito na ba si
So
Aklas?
that's 2 out of 3, Barry. But you're not seeing them just now, so they don't count in your world. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. Hold on. One more, I think, and then we'll call it a night. Let's see. We went to that lads one. Let's go and see. Have we been to no, we've not been to this lassies one. It's just mostly girls that do this. And let's see. Barry is very bad, Nyla. He's a bad man.
Alam ko na.
Oh my god.
Kolokais Vlog, ikaw na lang po
I subscribed to her on the main account. I recognise the wallpaper in the background. It's that horrible marble shit.
Kolokais Vlog, ikaw na lang po ang magbaba ng link po ni Miss Kolokais.
We will send her some more positive vibes.
Hindi daw kasi nakita Ayan.
Come on.
Sisilab thumbs up. Reds kay Alice na. Okay, sayawan ko muna kayo ng marikit dance. Ayan. Si Miss Kolokais Vlog. Sige, salamat.
Hey, do you think George Lucas was a little sour about not getting the role? Because you know what? I just realized if Ming's attack on Earth was generated by giant force beams, right? Directed towards the moon, and the Star Wars used the force, and then they had the rocket cycle, and then there was the sand skip speeder thing that you could stand on in the desert in Star Wars. It kind of resembles the same. Who do you think who played off of whose idea? Since they were written at the same time.
She's full of energy.
Ayan, sasayawan na kayo ng Kolokoys ko. Ayan, sabi, ang kulit, andito ang mag-asawang Kolokoys. Si Kolokoys Vlog at si Miss Kolokoys. O, diba?
Full of something, but I think it's just gas.
Ayan, sayawan na kayo. Ayan. Unahan na tayo, guys. Bukahan nyo na lahat. Ayan, mega shoutout sa akin.
The message is crawling up. I can see it crawling up. It's going to disappear in 5 people's time.
Ayan, Kolokoys Vlog. Dan to you sa mga dinikitan ko. Magbalik. Ayan. Next kay Alice na Dan. Mark Serias. Pa-shoutout naman po si Kong.
It's not happening.
Celine Gaga na maganda at mabait. Ewan ko sa'yo, Marks. Sinacharot mo ako. Thank you, pretty ho. Sabi ni Ann Concy. Ayan.
And our message is gone.
Haba na pala. Salamat host at yung pa-welcome. Ayan,
no, she's scrolling back.
Ayan, okay lang yung host. Alam ko naman. Hehehe. Kolokoy pa ba?
That's actually cool when they take the time to scroll back.
Ako bababa. Ayan, sige po. Kolokoy Vlog. Thank you po. Ayan.
She's not going to see it.
Mo!
Then she gets swiped.
Mo hacks.
Swipes.
Ayan, greetings from Scotland. Sending
She said it.
She needs to go turn that smoke alarm off.
Yeah, she does, doesn't she?
So give us wave. But you are on my second account, so it will not affect your watch channel. Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Mojax Happy. Thank you that you're here in my live streaming. Mega shout out to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You're very, very, very welcome.
That you're here.
How awesome is that?
I already give you a jacket. Maybe you want to drop your link.
No, okay. I'm not going to drop my link. We're done. We're not doing any more ripples. We've been broadcasting for over my allocated hour. So yes. So it's worked out quite well. It's a shame that we don't see the boys kind of live, but we do have a beautiful picture of them. There, the wonderful pictures. I've got one of myself like that as well, which is pretty cool. And yeah, thanks boys. It's been a fun night talking about our wonderful Flash Gordon. We now need to decide what we're going to do next week as well, and we need to talk about what you're doing with what are you calling it? Just Play or
Let's Play?
Let's Play. Yes, Barry is doing a walkthrough videos of a particular game. I will let him speak about it just now, so I can sit here and drink coffee and try to look handsome. On you go, sir.
Well, had no actually uploaded the video, you could have all sat and watched it all. It'd been really lovely.
I know.
But
I know. We'll do that. We'll do that after. I've not had time to do that today. I've been.
There's a video coming very shortly, within the next couple of days, or whenever we get time to upload it. It's basically a series of games that we're going to sit down and play. I won't spoil what the first one is. The video will tell you what it is. But there are certain games that when you reach certain points, you have to make certain decisions in the game, and it drastically can affect how the game plays out. This is one such game. It's got approximately 3 different possible main endings on it. And when we get to quite a few decisions, I want to open these decisions up to the community. So we all get to have a vote on, do I do this or do I do that, or shall we do something, take another path altogether? And so the community can get involved and how the game unfolds, and I will be editing and playing all the gameplay footage on my own little PC here, and then uploading, and we will be releasing it through the main YouTube channel under a separate playlist. So they'll be pre-configured, pre-edited, and set up that way. And we may even do some live streams occasionally.
Yeah, we will.
You will.
It'll be
and
good.
There's a few aspects of this game that are kind of like not entirely related to the game. It's like a cool extra thing you can actually do, and there's lots of videos on that. So I will be probably not cheating, but not doing it the way the game wants me to do it, because I don't see it as being part of the actual game. So I shall be building and creating stuff inside the game as well.
That'll be interesting. I'm quite looking forward to this as well. I'm looking forward to watching it, being part of it, coming on when you do, like, I think that it would be interesting to maybe do the decisions when you actually do the decisions, jump on for 20 minutes when the big decisions come and do that live for that particular part. I think that would be good. I'm also what else was there? There was something else that we were going to be doing. I want to say as well, okay, Twinkie the Llama's book went live today. Okay, so if Twinkie the Llama is somebody that pops in and out of the live streams. She's been working on a kid's book called Twinkie the Llama. I think it's called Into the Woods, and it is perfectly drawn. It's a beautiful piece of artwork, and it's available on Amazon. You want to I don't have the link for it, but if you just go onto Amazon and type in Twinkie the Llama, okay, it will come up. I've ordered a copy. It's it costs I think £12 over here, and basically it's going to be coming through in about a week's time, because they print each one individually, and it just looks fantastic. It really does. And my daughter loves her artwork, even though my daughter's 12 now, and I don't think the book's for 12-year-olds, but it's a beautiful thing. So if Twinkie watches this video back, she's busy doing other things just now, so yes, unbelievable book, and I would highly recommend anybody at all to go and look it up, go and look at her artwork, go and look at the wee story, and give her some support. Buy it. It's £12 in the UK. It's something that would look nice on your bookshelf, even if you don't have kids. It'd be like a talking point, and you can say that that you're part of a community where this artist and writer actually hangs out occasionally. You can go and find her on Instagram as well. You can just type in Twinkie the Llama, and it will come up. And I just wanted to say, well done, lady, well done. I'm totally proud of you. You're an amazing artist. I am completely blown away by the quality of your work, and thanks for all the little personal touches that you put in as well, which I'm blown away about too. So yes, That's Twinkie. We've done Barry's bit. What we're going to do next week, my daughter wants us to do Stranger Things, but we can't do that in a week. So I think we need a month to have that. Maybe do it in 4 weeks' time. Maybe do it on the 3rd. When is the last Monday in July? Let's have a quick look.
Yeah, because I won't lie. When it came to that show, I did binge watch it from beginning to end one time, and let's just say it can. I like your plan of a month because I binge watched it in a week or two, and the problem is it requires, like, it's basically what you wake up to. It's what you're eating lunch to. It's what you're eating dinner to. You fall asleep to it and literally play it the moment you wake up.
It's
kind
a
of binge watch is
it's
the only way to actually binge watch it that hard straight.
Yeah.
So but I don't recommend it though because it could.
Well, this is why I want to give a month over to it.
Yeah.
I mean, we're sitting on the 29th of June just now. So how about on the 27th of July, we do Stranger Things. It's a lot to watch. Even if people watched one season of it, I'm quite happy to binge watch it again, and go back and visit. I've actually watched it twice completely through already, all 3 seasons. It's 3 seasons, isn't it? Or did I trip out on the last one? I can't remember.
Don't know. I gave up on the first.
It wasn't your thing, Barry, was it?
No, it's 2 seasons.
Whenever I'm watching anything fantasy or type or kind of thing, and they start introducing tentacles, I just like that. You just couldn't be arse writing at this point, could you?
No, but it's important.
You just wanted to go to the pub and we'll make it tentacles because
tentacles. I think it's 3 seasons. I'm gonna have a quick look. I'm going on to Netflix to actually look at it.
If there's a 3rd season, then I don't know if I've seen a 3rd season.
Oh my god!
I know they were making. They said they were making a 3rd season when I finished the 2nd season, but I never knew if it even came out yet. I don't have Netflix anymore currently.
Alright, hold on. Here we go.
So maybe have a look at oh crap! What was I going to say?
I don't know if you can see this. That is 3. You'll be able to see it when it comes up in a minute. So I'll say it just now. 3 seasons, mate. There's 3 seasons. You've missed a whole season. You've got some watching to do, brother. If you've not watched it, it's great. Season 3 is great. What are you saying?
The Boys.
The Boys? What's that?
It's a Netflix show about superhumans.
Okay.
The boys are back in town.
And it's basically what would they be like if they were actually real? And it turns out they're assholes. And the Boys is a group of anti-superhero people.
Okay.
And it's dark as hell.
Almost kind of sounds like Luke Cage, but like from a different aspect, of course.
No. This buries Luke Cage. It's wickedly gory and still comic booky at the same time.
Okay.
I forget stuff.
Right, I think
awesome.
we need to think about this. I think that it's a big ask for everybody to watch 3 whole seasons of a TV show in 4 weeks. So if we were to still do this, I wouldn't expect everybody to go in and watch it all. But if they could watch some of it, or if they have watched it, revisit their favourite episodes for it, because 4 weeks, I think 4 weeks to get maybe 1 season in, or I think, was it only 10 episodes in a season? Hold on, let me just check. I think it's only 10 episodes. Yeah, season 1 is only 8 episodes. Season 2 is 9 episodes.
Wait, so I don't have any way to spoil it, but know that it was season 2 and maybe not season 3 that I did watch. Did season 2 involve a mall?
Yeah, it did.
Or was that season 3? Oh, okay. Then I really haven't seen season 3.
I can't remember for the love of me.
Tell you a film we really should actually add to the list is Blues Brothers.
Yes, it is on the list without a doubt, and so is Big Trouble in Little China, which I think if you've not seen Big Trouble in Little China, that is one that has to be watched. As well. I've got the artwork ready for Big Trouble in Little China because it's one of my favourite films.
An idea might be to do Blues Brothers 1 and 2 as one sitting.
Okay, I could do that. I'd be quite happy with that. Yeah. Did you know though? All right, just I'm pretty sure. Hold on a second. There was either a prequel or a sequel to Big Trouble in Little China, and they were thinking as well about doing a remake potentially. I don't know whether it's on the cards anymore, with Dwayne Johnson and taking the role of the main character. I'm just trying to find the amazing name, if I remember rightly, for the sequel. It's Kangaroo Jack or something. Hang on a second. Kangaroo Jack. I'm sure that's what it was. Maybe it wasn't that one.
I liked Kangaroo Jack.
No, it's not the Kangaroo Jack that you're thinking of. It's something.
I am Jackie Legs, not Pete.
I'm going to find out what that sequel. I can't remember what it was called, but we're getting some feedback here. The Boys, it's amazing. I'm going to start watching The Boys. Castle Rock was incredible. The Haunting of Hill House on Netflix, Truth Saying as well. These are all great. Listen, anybody that is on the Discord, all right, go into the watch party weekend, all right, and put down some recommendations, and we'll build a list of ones that we're going to go through. We're definitely going to do Big Trouble in Little China. We're definitely going to do the Blues Brothers. And what was the other one that I had? Hold on a second. 1 second, because I've got artwork ready for it. Oh, yeah. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That has to be done as well. But like I say, I would like to, I think Stranger Things is a big ask to do for all 3 seasons. It is 8 episodes a season, so it's a big chunk of change of time to get that done. But if we were to do that, even if you were to sort of like grasp the story, and I think if we did that in 4 weeks' time, we could go for it. We could certainly go for it. I really want to do Big Trouble in Little China 2 weeks today, if that's okay with everybody.
Series Rookie Blue's pretty good.
Stick down these ideas, because I've just started watching Picard. I've just restarted my.
All right.
What's it called? Have you? I've never watched Picard before, and I'm kind of.
I've watched them all up to date.
Is it good? Because I've watched the first 2 and I'm gripped.
They do tease it a little bit too long in some places, but they really catch you up quickly.
Good. It's not boring in the slightest. It's kind of gripping because it's not sort of like fast-paced what you expect Star Trek-y stuff. It's more sort of like what's going on.
So it is a Star Trek based.
Yeah, totally.
And they say rude words.
They do. They say the F-bomb a couple of times, which is amazing. Yeah, Nyla's saying Big Trouble, Big Trouble, Big Trouble. Yep, one of my all-time favorite movies.
Did that have Jackie Chan?
Big Trouble in Little China? No.
Yes.
No.
Oh, I'm thinking of a different one. Okay.
No, man.
Big Trouble in
You need to track down. You need to track down Big Trouble in Little China. Get yourself jazzed up to fuck and watch it. Okay. Then watch it unjazzed the next day. All right.
Tell you who it does have in it though.
Go on.
Chow Yun Fat.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
And Kim Cattrall.
Awesome.
Oh my God, she is hot. Even today, I really would. Kim Cattrall, she's still alive.
Yeah.
I think so. She is, isn't she? Kim Cattrall. I swear to God. I could get hot under the collar just thinking about her. Please don't tell my wife. Oh, dear God.
How much is it worth?
That's okay. She knows. We had those conversations about if there was one celebrity. She didn't even get to the end of the sentence. I went, Kim Cattrall. I was like, Kim Cattrall.
I have a friend who I won't mention Mac's name because that would be wrong. I would chat on Twitter to people. See, when I go online, I like talking to people that I ordinarily wouldn't actually want to or get to know, because I feel it's more interesting if I don't have much in common with somebody. And I bumped into someone who is a web developer in LA. She's also a member of the Suicide Girl Squad.
All right.
Tattoos and piercings are like literally.
Well, it's actually anything. They're not strictly.
But you do have to have a specific amount
at
least.
Nope.
Or is it required? Isn't there?
Nope. You just have to be willing to do it.
Like Kat Von D.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple that I speak to that are in that group, and I've helped out a couple of times with some web stuff. They had a it wasn't Instagram. It was something else, Tumblr account. And every time you were in mobile, you'd scroll down to a certain point, and it'd go off to a porn site.
Oh God!
But it didn't do it on desktop. So I helped them track down the code that was wrong and get rid of it. So they fixed it for them. But I was chatting to.
Nice to know, Barry, says Nyla.
Hey.
Steady.
Hey,
don't be smart with Nyla. I'll let her loose on you. Okay.
Well, yeah. I was speaking to the web developer, and we were actually swapping ideas, and I was helping her out with it. Because another thing that was happening was she'd make a suggestion in the office, and they'd ignore it or put it or just dismiss it. Also, at the end of the conversation, would suggest the exact same thing she suggested, and they'd all go with it.
God Almighty!
So I said, no. Here's what you do: you start writing it down, nice and simple. Write the idea down, debate it, and then you can put a cross through it or whatever. And then, lo and behold, they all start. Someone brought it up at the end, and she went, "Yeah, but that's point number 1, or point number 2, or whatever." So and you dismissed it. So if we're going to go with it, then we'll go with it. But she then brought it up a couple of times. But yeah,
they're just taking advantage of her, basically. Yeah.
They were dismissing her because she was a girl.
That's ridiculous.
And then one of the guys had obviously cottoned on that she's a suicide girl, and was he hadn't actually blackmailed her, but he was like, "Hey, how would you like everybody in the office to know?" And she went, "Hey," says, "I know your girlfriend." He says, "How would you like me to tell her that you've been looking?" It says, in fact, he says, "Do you know what?" He says, "I've got her number. How about she actually goes to your computer, your laptop in the house and checks your browsing history? What will she find?"
Oh, dude, I'd sweat if anyone did that at any time, whether I was single with someone or just like.
Don't say that, Cognac. You're a gentleman. How can you say that?
Because you never know.
Well, you see, that's exactly why the suicide girls exist.
Dear God.
Because of the stigma that this sort of thing carries with it.
All right, we're going to have to get a suicide girl on the show on a Friday night now. Okay.
Well, it's the whole thing is they call them suicide girls because if you pose nude on the internet, you've committed social suicide. So that's how they got the name.
I don't want them nude on the street.
Wait, but there's a picture
I want to hear the story about why they did it and stuff. I think
Roman candle sticking out of my butt, firing out during the 4th of July, and I didn't get like. I guess. Yeah.
Listen, I've only got half that sentence, and the bit that stuck out was firing something out your butt. Okay.
Yeah. 4 years ago, I drew the short straw and ended up on the 4th of July being the one who had a Roman candle. One guy stuck a Roman candle in my butt. The other one lit it, and there was a guy that filmed it, and I shot him all in angles.
You need to stop.
It's on one of my Instagrams.
I don't even. That's it. I'm blocking you on Instagram now. Honestly, I swear to God. Hold on. You actually drew straws, okay, and allowed somebody to light a firework in your ass.
Yeah, Roman candle. You know the five round banger. Boom, boom, boom.
5 round banger.
Different angles.
I swear
they
to God,
all
I would have rather
one
had
of
a
them
different
shot
sort of...
over my head in the other direction. Everyone was like, didn't understand how that one even happened. I must have swung it.
Cognac, you are a proper legend. That's the sort of thing that was on my bucket list when I was a teenager. I swear to God, to fire a mini rocket from my ass. Okay, it was on my bucket list for about 10, 15 seconds. And then it came off again. So you're up there on a ridiculous legend level as far as I'm concerned. No, I would never do that. My God.
Yeah, because you know why? Is because you also the part you can't see is me crying, going, which way do these things shoot out of again? I'm like, you guys did this right? I'm like, because the worst.
You put it round the right way, please.
I was like, literally, I was just like, oh my God. So yeah, there was
to ask.
There was a little bit of crying involved too.
Did it leave any scars?
No. Luckily, all my even the hair was still there. It didn't even singe off the butt cheek. They did a good.
Did you have a good grip of it? Did you clench? Did you clench and hold on tight?
I did a butt kegel.
Oh my God. Right. Oh my God. I wish I'd never asked. That's an image now that is never going to go away. You know? Why did we?
At least it wasn't a sparkler.
Oh my God! Can you imagine that?
Oh, that would be more me running in a circle like a chicken.
But
oh God!
Hold on,
I definitely wouldn't have any hairs left.
I when you've got a sparkler though, that to be able to hold that in your to put that in some it doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me at all. It's just something else. Hey, listen, Cognac, you're insane, mate. You're insane. I friggin' think you're the best thing. That your honesty and your candor and your nonsense really cheers me up all the time. It's brilliant. So if anybody wants to go and meet the Cognac properly, go across, look on the most up-to-date video that I've uploaded. There's 5 minutes of Cognac gold going on there. Alright, it is tremendous. It's well worth having a look at. I'm actually going to see if I can find it. I'm going to bring it up just now and pop the link into the chat. 1 second. Where is it? My videos. Oh my word, where is it? There he is. There's the boy. In fact, you know what? No, I'm not going to play it here. I'm just going to bring it up and get the link for it. But yes, you want to go and look at this. Oh, hold on. No.
No, you don't.
What have you? We want to go look at your one. Yours is great, mate.
I guess
just
if you
think
want
that
to
it was.
See me shoot a water bottle out of my mouth like a porn star.
No. Right. This video link is Cognac at his best, and it's why I'm so endeared to him. It's why my mum's so endeared to him, because he is a genuinely natural person. He has no pretense about him. Cognac is who he is. He's just a down-to-earth, lovable guy. And I swear to God, if you were in Scotland, you'd be hanging out with Barry and I all the time, because you're one in a million, mate. You really are. And like I say, if you watch that video, it is not set up to mock Cognac. It's to endear him and elevate him, because as far as I'm concerned, he deserves the biggest digital man hug I can possibly give anybody for having the integrity and the courage, the absolute courage and backbone to take steps forward and allow himself to sort of be himself in front of these people. And now he's immortalized with a permanent video for it as well.
When you say be himself, do you mean the human firework holder or the presenter?
Yes. My ignorance is bliss.
We're going to change your name to Roman, Cognac. You're now going to be known as Roman. And if anybody ever asks us, we're not going to tell them, okay, until they come up. Why do the boys call you Roman? Oh, God, they're not doing that again, are they? Jesus. It's because just one time, they don't remember the time that, I'm not Cognac, the hero that saved the stream. I'm not Cognac that did CPR on somebody for 10 minutes, but I stick one Roman candle up my ass,
Dude, I gotta get a hold of that picture and video from it's on my older Instagram, just so I can... Of course, the one time in my life I'll ever have a crowd of people watching me, it was for sticking a firework ass. So, like,
I swear.
Oh God.
Hey, again, on the bright side, at least it wasn't a Catherine wheel because, you know.
Oh God.
No, I'm just glad the bright side was the side they lit was facing the right direction.
Yeah. Can you imagine if it was a Catherine wheel and we called him Catherine instead of Roman?
Wait,
hey,
Roman Catherine?
Where would we stick the spike to hold the Catherine wheel on?
He could just hold it between his cheeks and clench. Hold on for dear life, mate. That's what it is. I swear to God. Roman cog. It's always saying Roman cog. Now we're
Look, Mum, no hands.
Oh my God. I swear to God, you're a brave man. You're a brave man. I mean, I've done some crazy shit as a soldier before, but you're a brave man.
I'm an asinine man on the battlefield with my mortar.
With your mortar. Like, hold on, we're out of ammunition. It's
okay,
this. Cognac has got a Roman candle up his ass. You know?
That way the last thing they ever see in their scope before they go is they're like, what am I looking at? Sir, I think that's an ass.
So, this sort of looking, hold on, I think I can see the enemy. Is there a full moon tonight? No, it's a half moon. No, it's definitely a full moon. Oh my God, the moon is firing things at us like a Death Star. Like a big white shiny hairy Death Star of death.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
I swear.
Horrible.
I swear to God. Listen, that's just cheered me up no end. Gentlemen, hang around in Discord for a minute. If anybody wants to come and chat with us in Discord after this, I'm going to be setting up tomorrow's stream, and I'll go into the Radio Apocalypse voice channel. I'd be happy to speak with anybody. So please, feel free to come and join us. Gentlemen, I'm going to basically bring down your mics. I'll be able to hear you, but the stream will not hear you anymore. So say your goodbyes for tonight, please.
Goodbye for tonight, please.
Bye for tonight, please. Great. And we'll be back in the morning. Bye, Cognac. I'll see you in the chat room in a second, brother. Take it easy. You're funny, funny man. You're so funny. And I've got some different music for tonight. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. I'm digging this music. A bit of the old banjo stuff going on here. Listen, it's been really good tonight. I've had a good chat with the boys. It's been good fun doing the Flash Gordon thing as well. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming and hanging out with us. All the new people, there was Indy there as well. Thank you for coming across from your stream. You found me on the actual stream that I'm on. Equilibrium, thank you for coming in there. Solway, Barry, for your comments on the chat as well. Nyla, as always, you're just a friggin' star. I think you're brilliant. And where else we got? Sarah was in earlier on. Truth. And Nassim, Solway we've talked to. I'm just going through the list till I've gone through everybody. If I've missed anybody out, I apologise. Dirty Mac was in. I missed Dirty Mac. Dirty Mac, if you're still there, okay, I've listened to your song. You need to chat with me about that song because it was an amazing song. I really enjoyed it. Who else we got? Looking around. I did see Nassim. Yeah, we're all pretty much done there. Did I see? Did Yelsa come in? Did Yelsa come in? Roberto was in. I'm just having a look. Right, got you. Right, and now I know what it is. Right, that's okay. Gotcha. Thank you. Right, we're done. We're done for today. We're done. Nobody can hear you, man. Okay, I've muted your mic, but it's good. It's good. Okay, so yes, thank you everybody for joining us and for having been here for our Flash Gordon extravaganza. And we will see you all in the morning. Take it easy.